Chinese medicine has a long tradition of using certain herbs for thick, healthy, shiny hair. In today's video, I'm going to share with you two of my favorite herbs for hair and how to use them. Hi, I'm Dana LaVoie, an acupuncturist, herbalist, and founder of Menopause Basics. I'm here to help you learn how to use natural remedies based in Chinese medicine to have happy hormones and feel great during and after menopause. And today we're talking about Chinese herbs for healthy hair. There's one herb in particular that is very famous in Chinese herbalists as being great for your hair, and it's called Hoshawu, and I do love it dearly. However, there are a few things you need to know about how to use this herb safely and effectively. This herb needs to be processed in a very particular way to remove toxicity that is inherently in the plant. So it's very important if you're using this Chinese herb, that you get it from a very reputable supplier who has processed it in the correct way, leaving it very, very safe to use. And in Chinese medicine, this particular herb is known to just not even do anything for your hair if the plant is not old enough when it's harvested. The older the plant is when it's harvested, the better it is for your hair. Now, of course, it's much less expensive to harvest this plant when it's young than to let it grow for years and years and years before harvesting. So again, sourcing of this herb is very important. If it's not high quality, mature plant that is old enough when it's harvested and it is not then processed correctly, it's either not going to be that safe to use or it's simply not going to have that much effect. So sourcing that where you get this herb from is very important. And another thing about this particular herb is I find that it traditionally is used and tends to work even better when it's used as part of a Chinese herbal formula. And there's a couple of reasons for this. If you're using this herb for your hair growth in particular, you can combine it with herbs that are aimed at improving microcirculation and guiding the activity of this herb up towards your scalp. And also in Chinese medicine, this herb is notoriously difficult to digest. It can be kind of greasy and heavy and hard to digest. And if it just sits in your stomach like a lump, you're not going to get the benefits from it. So traditionally in Chinese medicine, it would be combined in a formula with other herbs that would aid in digestion to make sure that you're breaking it down and really getting all the benefit out of it. And if you want to know more about the best sources for Chinese herbs, how to source them, how to use them, I have some great information about this on my website. I will link to it below. The other herb I want to talk about today is ginseng. This, again, is one of my favorite herbs, but there are a few things that you really need to know before you start using it. And of course, let me just say right now, please don't start using any herbs without checking with your healthcare practitioner first to make sure that they are safe for you. These herbs are not intended to, treat or cure any disease, but if you get cleared by your health practitioner, they can be a wonderful part of your menopausal and hair care plan. Now, let's go back to ginseng. Again, with ginseng, harvesting and quality are everything. In fact, poor quality ginseng is something I would not take. I'd rather take no ginseng than poor quality ginseng. I think of it as sort of like a headache in a bottle. Whereas high quality ginseng is absolutely wonderful. And there's a couple of things you need to know about ginseng. One is, again, it's one of these plants. If it's harvested too young in Chinese medicine, it's actually considered unhealthy and can imbalance your energy. So you need to get it from a source that is completely reputable, that you know is only using ginseng harvested after the plant reaches a certain age. And I can tell you there is a lot of fraud within the ginseng market, so you really need to know where this is coming from. There are also different kinds of ginseng, different varieties of ginseng in Chinese medicine. Sometimes it's a different type of plant. Sometimes it's the same plant grown in a different location, which is actually considered a completely different herb. And it can make all the difference because ginseng can be very hot and drying, which is not something that you want to use during menopause. And other types of ginseng can actually be cooling and moistening, which are the perfect types of ginseng to use during menopause. And that particular cooling and moistening variety, when it's properly sourced, that's my ginseng of choice for women over 40. So to review, Chinese herbs are one of my favorite kind of supplements to include in a plan filled with natural remedies for healthy, thick, shiny hair, and to be doing everything you can to not only prevent but even reverse thinning hair. And if you haven't, you really got to check out the other videos in this series, which give tips on the right diet, the right lifestyle, supplements, essential oils, and much more for thinning hair. And if you check out this video on my blog, there'll be handy links to all the other videos in this series right there. So for the other videos in this series, or if you just want more natural remedies that you can start using right now for balancing hormones and menopause relief, head on over to my website, DanaLavoielac.com, and become one of my email insiders, because I will send a series of my best hormone balancing tips straight to your inbox, along with a great free gift you can download that will help you get started. I'm Dana LaVoie. I'm an acupuncturist and herbalist. I'm the founder of Menopause Basics, and thank you so much for taking the time to hang out and watch with me today.